And we are back again. Hello everyone, my name is Chet, this here is ChetChat, and we saw this generation's Jaws in the form of 47 centimeters down. 47 Centimeters is a movie about these girls who go to Mexico and they end up going on this fishing trip to see sharks, and all hell breaks loose and they gotta deal with it. 47 Centimeters? It's not really a bad movie, actually. I kind of liked it a little bit. It's not too bad. Just, there's a lot of movie bullcrap that happens in this movie that makes it kind of cringy. Like, it's like, come on, really? Is that gonna happen? Oh, this movie thing is gonna happen? And you know, they have the, oh, don't, you gotta be careful with the sharks. So much foreshadowing in this movie. But the main push of this movie is the suspense that it builds up. Every moment in this movie is suspenseful 30 minutes after the start of the movie. Because the first 30 minutes is just exposition on why these people are in Mexico, because this girl, she's getting divorced from her husband, and her husband says she's too boring, so she went on this exciting trip to prove that she can actually do things that are fun, and she loves her husband too much. But that's the main plot of the story, is because she's boring, she wants to do exciting things, so she decides to go on this trip with her sister, and they go to this rickety ass boat, and they get dropped into the water in a cage, and the cage ultimately falls off the edge, and they go way too deep into the ocean. So because of that, now you have great white sharks, which is suspenseful in and of itself already, and then you have the depth of the water, gives you that sense of pressure and suspense again, just because of the depth. And because it's at that depth, the water is dark, so now you have the visual cue of suspense, like you can't see what's happening. And then on top of that, you have the suspense of, did the boat leave them there? And you don't know. They play around with that idea a lot in the movie, so you have that suspense. And then ultimately you have the suspense of lack of oxygen, so there's like a time limit to what they can do in this movie. So a lot of the suspense is pretty much what makes this movie good. I was at the edge of my seat a couple of times for a few things, and I could appreciate what they do in the ending. It's kind of a gimmicky ending, but I would have really liked it if they did not foreshadow the hell out of it in the middle of the movie. As soon as they said it in the movie, that foreshadowing part, I was like, oh, that's gonna come to play later. And when I thought it was gonna come to play and it didn't come to play, I was like, okay, the next scene is definitely gonna have it, and it totally does happen, which is kind of a bummer. So if they just didn't spoon feed you the ending in the middle of the movie, it would have been great. But they do that, and there's a lot of other stupid things. And this movie also relies on the fact that you know, like, a lot of the generic mythos behind sharks and depth and diving. A lot of the diving stuff, I didn't know about it unless I watched that James Cameron movie. I forget what it's called, but it's about diving. I'll put it here. So I learned a lot about diving just from that movie because he did a lot of research to go into that movie. So the movie relies on you knowing a little bit about diving and a little bit about what sharks do. Like, sharks could smell blood in the water, sharks are fast, and if you hit them in the eye or if you hit them in the nose, they'll stop, and they do a lot of that stuff. So yeah, all in all, I think 47 Centimeters Down is actually not a bad movie. Has a lot of stupid movie tropes, and ultimately the whole movie is because somebody loves someone that is not returning their love, and it sucks that's it. But yeah, so honestly, if you don't watch a lot of movies, this will probably be a good movie for you. But if you watch a lot of movies, again, this is not too good, but I think it's worth a shot. So yeah, that's it for this one. If you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up. If you really like the video, you can give me a subscribe. If you didn't like it, go ahead and hit a thumbs down. You're right to give your opinion, man. And let me know what your favorite shark movie is. It's really hard to say because there's a lot. I think, like, you know, top threes. I can't even give you a top three. I can only give you two. I freaking love Deep Blue Sea, and the original Jaws movie is great. Those are mine. So what's yours? Yeah, this was ChetChat. Keep watching them movies. Keep having fun. Do it.